Today we're taking a look at these NHL matches, which are happening on Thursday, May 26, 2022, and giving you match breakdowns, betting tips and predictions in general on these games. Welcome back to High Stakes, let's get straight into it. Also, don't forget to subscribe to get notified as soon as we release these sport prediction videos, and if you would like more betting tips and predictions, then check out our Patreon in the link down below. Our new Patreon is a way for us to help you improve your chances of making more money. Multiple plans are available for each and every one of you. You can get 30 extra betting picks all the way up to 500 extra betting picks per month. Stop wasting hours of your time searching for bad betting picks that ends up costing you a lot of money. Join the High Stakes Patreon now and get the best betting picks. Going back to our video, we will give you 2 betting picks for each game, a team pick and a total pick based on facts and detailed explanation. So make sure to watch our videos till the end so you don't miss any of our picks. Carolina Hurricanes vs New York Rangers. Hurricanes for the win. The Hurricanes have lost the momentum of the series with their offense struggling immensely, scoring only 8 goals in the series, with only 2 goals in the last 2 games. Sebastian Aho, Teuvo Teravainen, and Seth Jarvis have led the top line with 3 goals and 5 assists in the series, but the rest of the offense has struggled. The hope is that Andrei Svechnikov, Vincent Trocheck and Martin Necas can step up as they have combined for 3 goals and 8 assists in the playoffs to carry the forward unit but have struggled in the second round, with all 3 skaters failing to contribute a point in the series. The Rangers won Game 3 and Game 4, with their offense stepping up and scoring 7 goals in the last 2 games, including 4 goals in their recent win. Chris Kreider, Mika Zibanejad and Frank Vatrano have scored 4 goals and 2 assists in the series, including 2 goals in Game 4 to lead the top line, but the rest of the offense has stepped up as well. Andrew Kopp, Philip Chytil and Tyler Mott have scored 3 goals and 2 assists to add depth to the forward unit, while defensemen Adam Fox and Ryan Lindgren have opened up the offense with 5 goals and 12 assists in the playoffs and a goal and 4 assists in the second round. The Rangers have all the momentum in the series with back-to-back wins to even up the series and look to win their 3rd game in a row and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. The problem is that the Hurricanes have been incredible on their home ice and look to bounce back and control this game in all 3 zones. And the rest of the defensive unit controlling the puck in the defensive zone and limiting the Rangers from finding open shots on the net, allowing goaltender Antti Raanta to step up in the net and make plenty of big saves. The Hurricanes should win Game 5 to take a 3-2 series lead and only 1 win away from advancing to the Eastern Conference Final. Our total pick is under 5.5 goals. And here is why. The offense was average for the Rangers this season. They scored 3 goals or more in 8 out of their last 10 games to end the year. The Rangers ranked 16th in goals per game and 28th in shots per game. Artemi Panarin led the team with 96 points. Chris Kreider was 3rd in the league with 52 goals. The offense was not a problem for the Rangers in the first round of the playoffs, as they scored 4 goals or more in 5 out of the 7 games in round 1. They have struggled in this series, as they scored 1 goal in Game 1 and were shut out in Game 2. New York scored 3 goals in Game 3, but one of them was an empty net goal. The offense was better in Game 4, as they scored 4 goals on Raanta. Mika Zibanejad leads the Rangers with 14 points in the playoffs. All season, these 2 teams were excellent at stopping the puck from going into the net. Carolina ranked 1st, and the Rangers ranked 2nd in goals against per game. In the first game of this series, the Rangers scored 1 goal, and they were shut out in the second game of this series. New York scored 3 goals in Game 3, but one of those goals was an empty net goal. Carolina scored 2 goals in each of the first 2 games of this series, and 1 goal in Games 3 and 4. Antti Raanta has been sharp in the playoffs, having a 2.09 GA and .931 SV% in 10 games started in the playoffs. Raanta allowed 1 goal in Game 1, shut out the Rangers in Game 2, and allowed 2 goals in Game 3 of this series. Shesterkin has been excellent in this series against Carolina, allowing 2 goals in the first game and 1 goal in Games 2, 3, and 4. The under hit in Games 1, 2, 3, and 4 of this series. Both teams are terrific at keeping the puck out of the net, and the under will hit in Game 5. Calgary Flames vs Edmonton Oilers. Oilers for the win. And here is why. The Oilers have taken over this series with their offense stepping up and scoring 20 goals in the series, including 5 goals in Game 4. Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and Evander Kane have led the best line in the playoffs, with 9 goals and 21 assists combined in the series, but the rest of the offense has been great as well. Zach Hyman, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and Kailer Yamamoto have combined for 8 goals and 5 assists to add depth to the forward unit, while defensemen Evan Bouchard and Duncan Keith have put the Oilers' offense over the top with 3 goals and 2 assists from the point in the series. The Flames have fallen apart in the series and hope the offense can step up, scoring 16 goals in the series, but only 4 goals in the last 2 games. Johnny Gaudreau, Elias Lindholm and Matthew Tkachuk have scored 5 goals and 8 assists, including a goal in Game 4, but the rest of the offense hopes to step up. Tyler Toffoli, Andrew Mangiapane and Blake Coleman have scored 4 goals and 4 assists in the series, but only have 1 assist in the last 2 games, while defenseman Rasmus Andersson looks to open up the offense with 2 goals and 2 assists from the point in the series. The Flames are looking to avoid elimination and with their backs against the wall, look to play their best game of the series on their home ice in Game 5. The problem is that the Oilers have taken over this series and look to control this game on both ends of the ice. The Oilers look to build off a 5-goal game and pile on the goals with Connor McDavid, Leon Draisaitl, and the rest of the forward unit, overwhelming the Flames' defense with speed in all 3 zones and creating open shots with great puck movement in the offensive zone. The Oilers, who allowed only 4 goals in the last 2 games, should limit the Flames' offense with Evan Bouchard, Duncan Keith, and the rest of the defensive unit, stepping up at the blue line and cutting off angles to the net on the rush, while limiting shooting lanes, allowing goaltender Mike Smith to make plenty of big saves. The Oilers should win Game 5 to advance to the Western Conference Final and provide great odds in the process as road underdogs. Our total pick is over 6.5 goals. And here is why. Kane leads the league with 12 playoff goals, and he has scored 5 goals in the last 2 games, while he had no goals and only 1 assist in the previous 3 games of this series. Connor McDavid leads the NHL playoffs in points, and while he has not lit the lamp in the last 2 games, he did have 5 assists. Leon Draisaitl has 7 goals in the playoffs, and like McDavid, he has not scored a goal in the last 2 games, but in them had a whopping 7 assists. The Flames have to change their game and get the win in Game 5 or this series, where they are the favorites, will be over. In the 5-3 loss in Game 4, the team did come back from a 3-0 deficit to tie the game, but then gave up 2 unanswered goals. Elias Lindholm, Mikkel Backlund, and Rasmus Andersson each scored in the losing effort, and the team was 1 for 3 on the power play. Jacob Markstrom gave up 4 goals on 25 shots, and he has given up 19 goals in the 4 games in this series. The total has gone over in 3 of the 4 games in this series, and that is the pick I am leaning towards in Game 5. The Flames' defense has given up an average of 4 goals per game in this series, and they will continue to flame out. Edmonton is hot and they have played well on defense as well, holding Calgary to 7 goals in the last 3 games. The Flames will come out firing, and they will also take the fire on D from a confident Oilers attack. Yeah. The over is the call for this game, which should be a wild ride. Disclaimer, no financial advice. The information on this channel is provided for education and informational purposes only, without any express or implied warranty of any kind, including warranties of accuracy, completeness, or fitness for any particular purpose. The information contained in or provided from or through this channel is not intended to be and does not constitute financial advice, investment advice, trading advice, or any other advice. The information on this channel and provided from or through this channel is general in nature and is not specific to you, the user, or anyone else. You should not make any decision, financial, investment, trading, or otherwise, based on any of the information presented on this channel without undertaking independent due diligence and consultation with a professional broker or financial advisory.